Hi guys, my name is Tito. I make videos on personal finance, saving and investing every Wednesday, and in today's video we'll be doing something slightly different. Still very much tied to money though. Today we'll be looking at how my YouTube channel performed in 2020, and the revelations, a few of them might actually surprise you. I'll be giving you guys a bit of a sneak peek behind the curtains, so to speak. But before we dive into it, please be a G and like this video by clicking on the like button. It would really help me out. I'd really appreciate it. And there'd be nothing wrong, absolutely nothing wrong, if you subscribe to this channel this early in the video too, by clicking the red subscribe button just underneath the video. Why wait till later to live your best life? Just do it now. Click the subscribe button. So this August was my 6th year anniversary on YouTube, and despite all the craziness that happened in 2020, this was actually my best year thus far on YouTube in terms of growth and revenue. In fact, 2020 was a pretty awesome year for lots of YouTube creators around the world. Why? Because of the lockdown that many of us were in for many months. Because people were stuck at home, they were consuming more educational and entertainment content online, and because creators were also at home, they had more time and attention to create more content. So both on the demand side and the supply side, it was actually a very conducive year on YouTube. Now I realize that my channel isn't particularly big. I'm still under 10,000 subs as at the time of making this video, but over the years, I've learned to be very grateful for my wins, big or small. That said, let's have a look at my 2020 in terms of my subscriber growth, my watch time hours, my best performing videos, my worst performing videos, my most surprising videos, my revenue and my strategy, and all the lessons learned along the way. Now we'll begin with subscriber growth, and I know that I started 2020 with 2,564 subscribers, and from my analytics in the back end, it says that in 2020 I gained 5,512 awesome and amazing subscribers, putting my subscriber count currently at 8,076 subscribers. Basically, what that means is that in 2020, my 6th year on YouTube, I gained more than double the number of subscribers that I started the year with. And I'll probably end 2020 with maybe around 8,500 subscribers. Watch time hours. Now, watch time hours is another big metric on YouTube. It's the total number of hours people spent watching your videos within a specified period of time. And just to compare, let's look at my 2019 total watch time hours. In 2019, it says here from my analytics that people spent 1,551.4 hours watching my videos. That's for 2019. Now let's look at 2020. It says that in 2020, people spent 15,541 hours watching my videos in 2020. That's 10 times more than the number in 2019. To be fair, I did produce quite a number of lengthy videos in 2020, so that may be the reason. Number of videos. Now, did I make more videos in 2020 than I did in 2019? Let's find out. I know I did. I made more videos in 2020, but I don't think the difference or the margin will be that large. Let's check it out. So let me just scroll down to my first video of 2020, which I believe was this video, the cost of dating in 2020. Now let me count them. 55. So I released 55 videos thus far in 2020. I'll probably end the year at maybe 58. Now let's see how many videos I released in 2019. All right, now let me just find my first video for 2019 by scrolling all the way down. Yeah, that's it. Why men hate this question? Where is this going? I think, yeah, 1 year ago, that was my first video for 2019. So I released 33 videos in 2019 versus 55 videos in 2020. Revenue. This one is a no-brainer. I know that in 2020, I made more money on YouTube than I did in 2019 or any other year for that matter. And I'm very thankful for this because 2020 was a year where myself, like many other people, my normal source of income was greatly affected. I'm an event photographer and an editor normally, and I couldn't do that work because of what was going on in the world. So the YouTube revenue really came in clutch in terms of, helping me to buy groceries or pay the light bill. The money wasn't fantastic. It wasn't like rent money, but it could pay for some very basic things. And in 2020, being able to pay for the basics was a big deal. Anyway, my revenue from YouTube in 2020 versus 2019, without the figures, of course, because not everyone watching has good intentions, Let me just do the quick calculations. So in 2020, I made 468% more on YouTube than I did in 2019. So that's like 5 times, almost 6 times more than what I made in 2019 on YouTube. Branding and content. The branding of my channel changed a bit in 2020. I tried to improve the look and feel of my channel and the aesthetic, as most of you have probably noticed. And I also changed my approach to making videos and YouTube in general, because a lot of the creators that I follow on YouTube, I noticed how they attributed their success on the platform to how seriously they took YouTube and how in many cases they treated it like a job. And up until 2020, that's something that I never did. I never treated YouTube like a job. I always saw it as something that I did only when I felt like it. So I decided to commit more to it and try and make it work, kind of like the way one would commit to a marriage to try and make it work. And speaking of marriage and commitment, a few of you who've been paying attention will notice that I changed my topics, or my niche on YouTube this year. I went fully into personal finance. I've treated personal finance in the past, but previously my channel was on relationships and dating. And why I did that was because I felt like there was more of a need in personal finance. So I wanted to focus on that more. Plus, imposter syndrome had started to set in as I was talking about relationships at some point. I felt like I wasn't walking the talk regarding dating and relationships because, to be honest, my views on dating and relationships have changed drastically. So I felt like I just wasn't being genuine or honest with that stuff. So hence personal finance now. Now, my best performing personal finance video of 2020 was a video titled Buying American Stocks from Nigeria with Bamboo, a video that I released in March where I talked about how you can buy stocks from the US Stock Exchange or on the US Stock Exchange from Nigeria using the Bamboo app, the first of many such videos. Anyway, a fun fact about my top 10 best performing videos of 2020 is that only 4 of those videos were actually released in 2020. The remaining 6 were from previous years. I found that quite interesting. My worst performing video of 2020. Now, this is in terms of a video that didn't perform as well as I thought it would when I made it or when I put it out. And that's my investing in your 30s video. I really put a lot of thought and effort and information in that video, and I thought that because a lot of my viewers are in their 30s like me, that lots of people would watch it, but it didn't do too well. It's been 3 months and it only has about 500 views, and that's one of my favorite videos from 2020. Now, my most surprising video is the video that surprised me by how well it performed in 2020, and that's my agriculture investments, are they scams video, where I talked about how you can identify some of the dodgy agri-tech investments that are online these days. And surprisingly, a lot of people responded quite well to that video. And there you have it, guys, how and why my YouTube channel performed the way it did in 2020. I wonder what the numbers will look like this time next year, God sparing our lives, of course. And in a couple of months, I should be crossing, 10,000 subscribers. Yay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for rocking with me in 2020. For everyone who subscribed in 2020, for everyone who subscribed before 2020, for my day ones, I appreciate every single one of you. I don't take you or your time for granted. Continue sharing my videos on Twitter and in your favorite WhatsApp groups so that the ministry can keep growing. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please like it by clicking on the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, especially since you've made it this far into the video. Might as well subscribe, right? Thanks once again, guys. I will catch you in the next one. Take care.